have seen that recently I got some hiking gear because I want to start doing hikes. Plus I'm going to be doing the 1 million step challenge for Diabetes UK this summer. So I thought, okay, I already wanted to start doing hikes. Now there's this challenge. I was already trying to walk like 10k steps a day, but the challenge will push me to do pretty much double that a day. So yeah, it all just kind of aligned, and I want you guys to come with me on the journey. So today's going to be a bit of a boring day. We're going to be breaking in my walking boots, or reviewing them, kind of like a whole day walking kind of situation. So I'm going to take you guys with me. I've got a couple of errands to run, and usually I would take my car, but today we're going to walk a very long time. Looking at my watch, it's 11 a.m. right now. I've done no steps. Well, I have done steps because I've got up, I've showered, I've cleaned, but I was charging my watch at the same time, so it looks like I've got no steps, which gives us a nice good starting base for when I leave the house. Anyway, these shoes are from Mountain Warehouse. They are their own brand, and they're the Rapid Women's Waterproof Hiking Boots in a size 7. So I've tried them on, they fit really comfortably, so I'm just going to see how they wear. It looks like it's going to rain today, so I'm going to be wearing the shower jacket that I bought as well, just to kind of see the water resistance on that. I did used to have an umbrella, but it broke, so that jacket's going to come in handy. I'm wearing this kind of like New Balance sports shirt underneath, but I will put a jacket in my backpack, like a layering jacket in my backpack in case I get too cold, if it gets too windy, too rainy, and I just need that extra layer of warmth. So really I'm going to be walking around looking like I'm doing a mountain climb, but I'm just going to be walking around Milton Keynes. Anyway, you guys are going to come with me for the journey, so we'll be putting this boot to the test. So yeah, come with me to test out these hiking boots and walk maybe 10,000 steps today. Right, before I go, let's do a what's in my bag check. So this isn't in my bag yet, but some tissue. I always get a runny nose when I'm like walking. I've also got my iPod. I know I've got an AirPod in now, but I'm gonna leave these at home. Analog only. The music that's powered me as a teenager will power me on this walk today. And then the actual bag is here. I chucked this in to put this in. I've got charge cable because my phone loves to die. Then I've got the power bank as well. I've got a little mirror, but I'm not really bringing any makeup, just my balm.com lip balm. I absolutely love this stuff. I've got like a load of flavours. Like I got the Christmas collection, which was like a minty peppermint one, and then like a gingerbread one. I prefer the peppermint one over the gingerbread one, but honestly both are really good. I've got a little pack of toothpicks. I only really need one, but I prefer to carry the pack on me because sometimes they break, and it's because my wisdom teeth are really bad, to the point where like I've been dentist, I've been going back and forth with my dentist for a while trying to get sorted out, and they keep saying we've referred you, but every time I go they're like, oh, we'll put it through the referral. It's like, so have you referred me or have you not? So I need to call them actually. But enough about that. I've also got my wallet and my jumper, just in case I get cold. And then I've also got a pair of sunglasses in case miraculously the sun decides to come out, because outside it is grey. It is so grey you think it's an elderly woman outside or an elderly man outside, because the sky is like white grey. It's like so dismal looking. And obviously once I get moving, I'm going to pack the camera in my backpack and my mic for a little bit. I've got the boots on. They're clean, so I'm wearing them inside the house. If they had been outside already, they would not be on right now, but they haven't, so they are, and we can get going. Let me just put the jacket on and I'll meet you outside. Right, so I've been walking for about an hour now. I was taking some pictures for a community project, so I was walking around my local area, but now we have started the actual walk. But considering I've been walking around in these boots for an hour and now I'm on like rougher terrain, my feet do not hurt, they feel really good, the boots feel nice. I did wade through some grass earlier, like really tall grass, so the boots did get wet, and they're pretty much all dry now. Didn't feel a drop of moisture on the inside of my boots. It's kind of damp because it rained before, and now it's just kind of dewy. There's like a level of humidity in the air. But yeah, the actual fun walking starts now, and so far so good. I have got my hoodie in my backpack because I thought I'd get cold, but I'm for now. I've only got like this like little New Balance sports shirt, and like a t-shirt underneath, then my shower jacket, which is a little bit lined, so it's a bit warm itself. I'm low-key kind of hoping it rains so I can see if it's as waterproof as it says. But yeah, for now, so far so good. It looks really pretty here, like fairy-like. Let me flip the camera for you. Like, look at that. Milton Keynes for you. Milton Keynes for you. Although, like any other YouTuber, hopefully one day I get so big I can move out of Milton Keynes, head to London or Brighton for a bit, explore those cities, and then inevitably move back, because I realise all my friends and family are not in London nor Brighton, and although the career is nice and the opportunity to collab with other YouTubers is amazing being near them, what matters most is the love that's at home. But until then, get me to 10,000 followers on TikTok and then a couple 100,000 on here so I can move out and live where I want to live and be the person I want to be. Although I'm trying to be the person I want to be now. Deep talk moment, I guess. But yeah, I'm trying to do the things that I want to do for myself these days. So like, my hair's purple. Like, although my braids are purple, my actual hair is also purple. My boots are bright green with pink and purple accents because purple's my favourite colour, and green looks really good. I've got a tattoo now. I think I recorded some of it but not all of it, but I'll do a little mini vlog type thing talking about the process, because I went to Sophie Kennedy, who is a local artist to me, and she does a series of doing Animal Crossing tattoos. A friend of mine has a couple of them, so I thought, okay, she's good hands, and I went to her and she was lovely, and honestly I highly recommend her. But yeah, I've got a tattoo now. I dyed my hair. I've got piercings. Granted, they're just ear piercings, but I wanted them years ago, and I got them years ago. And then the first time I changed out my earrings, they like got really hot and like irritated, and I kept the earrings in for like 2 days, but I was getting to a point where I couldn't sleep, and I probably should have just gone to the doctor and got some antibiotics, but I was so scared of something happening to my ears so that I could never wear earrings again, so I just took them out and let them close up and heal. And then my local Claire's was closing down. Well, everyone's local Claire's was closing down, and you know, I thought, screw it, one for the road, so I got my ears pierced again at Claire's. This time I've kept the earrings in for way longer, like I'm almost at month 4. I still clean them daily and things like that to ensure that they heal like properly. But earrings are so expensive, or like good earrings. I was looking on Astrid and Mew, who, if you guys want to send me some free earrings, I'll happily review them. But I was looking on their website and it was like, oh, some like solid gold earrings are like 300 quid. And I get that solid gold is expensive, but the earrings were literally just like the same size I've got in now, but a star. And I'm like, well, I paid £70 for the piercing and the earrings at Claire's, so one of you is lying. But honestly, I feel like I want my next piece of like jewellery for my ears to like resonate with the person I am. So I'm on the hunt for a nice pair of solid gold earrings so that they don't inflame my ears, that are something that reflects me. If you've been watching for a while, suggest me something that you think that reflects me in the comments. Or if you're a pierced baddie, tell me where you get your earrings from, because I'm in the market now. I think it's time that I can change them out without risking anything, but after the first time I had my ears pierced, I'm a little bit shaky, a little bit hesitant. But yeah, we're almost nearing the end of this part of the walk. It's so pretty. But yeah, I'm also trying to like go out more, put myself out there a bit more. It's tiring because I get quite anxious. I have social anxiety, so I get a bit anxious going to new places or being around people I don't hang around with often, which makes it hard because I'm trying to meet people organically, friends, love interests, whoever. So I'm trying to become regulars at certain places. But then sometimes I wake up and I'm literally like, I can't do this today. Which I think everyone gets a feeling like that, but like it's so debilitating. I literally just sit at home and knit. It's like every few months I get this one thing that is like my hyperfixation, that is the only thing that can relax me, and these days it's knitting. So in the past couple of months I've knit like 5 items, which is more than I've knit in years. Like a few years ago I knit a jumper and I was super proud because it was my first jumper, and then I just didn't pick up the knitting needles again. So it's just like, yeah, it's a bit, yeah, I don't know. Thanks for listening to this ramble. But yeah, I'm trying to put myself out there, trying to be more authentically me, because I feel like I fall into the trap of trends, like pretty much everyone else, I guess. But yeah, I think I fall into that trap, and I don't want to be a trend follower. Maybe I want to be a trendsetter, but the truest trendsetters are the people who are the truest to themselves and are apologetically themselves. Then people notice them and they're like, I want to be like that person. Next thing you know, the trend is what you wear organically. I remember years ago, Rowan Blanchard was clowned for her style. Only for like 2 years later, everyone was dressing how she was dressing years ago. And like, I feel bad for her. But that's just the way it is in this generation of people. But yeah, I'm going to close this chapter now and pick up when I've done a bit more miles in these steps. I'm a bit further away. They smell really nice. You know, guys, sometimes it is worth stopping to smell the roses. Right, let's do another hour check-in. So we are at the 2 hour mark of me walking, but the 1 hour mark of me actually walking, if you get what I mean. So my watch is past an hour and I've just found somewhere to sit down to film this, but I'll probably get up in a minute. Again, I'm starting to feel it a little bit on my big toe, but I think that could just be because I haven't walked a lot recently. I'm watching the ducks, that's fun. The boots, they're holding up well. They're a bit muddy now. I've jumped in a bit of grass to really check out the grip so I don't slip. But yeah, I'm liking the boots so far, really liking the jacket. I've put my cup in my backpack alongside my water bottle and my jumper. There was a bit where I was starting to get a little bit breezy, but I just chucked my hands in my pockets and it was fine. I say a lot, sorry about that, guys. But yeah, so far so good. I'm loving the kit. So to answer my question in the last video, are Mount of Warehouse products worth it? I would say they are. I'm quite enjoying my leisurely walk. I'll see how my feet feel after hour number 3. At the moment, I'm going towards the main shopping centre, so I'm gonna look like an idiot in full hiking gear to test out some foundation shades. Because I realised my favourite foundation is definitely a winter shade, which makes sense. I bought it in like October, so it wasn't really sunny and I wasn't getting any like tanner. And I put it on the other day, and I was looking at my neck and I was looking at my face, and I was like, ooh, two different colours. So I'm gonna go to the shops and I'm gonna swatch some of the other shades. I wish that About Face had a better shade range, because I would love to try their skin products, but at the moment their shade range is a little bit meh, so I'm just using the eye and lip products from About Face because I can trust those. My foundation, my go-to currently is the Glossier one, so I'm gonna see if I can find a better shade match for my summer skin tone in that. If not, we'll just have to play painter and mix and match some shades. But yeah, back to the gear update. So far so good. I'll check in another hour. Yeah, by the water, enjoying the ducks and the geese and the swans and the water in general. But yeah, off we go. You know what they say when in Rome. I like this. But this is more my vibe. For the Olivia Dean galleys. I picked up a zipper because a project I was working on, the zipper broke, so I need a new zipper, but I'm obsessed with the wall of buttons. I love all their buttons, and they've got some sweet gems. I also love looking at what's new with the wool they have, and this was new. When it comes to knitting needles, Pony brand is like untouchable in my opinion. Like, I've only ever used Pony brands and I don't think I'm ever going to change. I do wish they had more colours of their mohair. I currently have quite a few of the pink ones. I'm going to make like a pullover kind of like shawl from it. But I bought them because it looked like they were discontinuing them, but they're back, but only in 3 colours. They used to have way more. But I quite like the look of the baby blue. The baby blue looks kind of sexy, but I'm not going to buy more yarn because I've already got some yarn coming. This yarn looks so big and fluffy, but it's actually really thin. Like, I would say I could use like a size 3 needle on this actually. But it's like so fluffy. I wonder what it's used for, or like what you can, well obviously you can use whatever for it, but like, I wonder what it's intended for. I lied, I'm going to get some yarn. Some of this yarn in particular, but this is one of my favourite brands. I did not know they had wool in the gang. Quite a few colours actually. So my first time seeing Lion brand. That's crazy. Hobbycraft is going up in the world. Right, so here's the things I'm buying. So I'm going to make a star bag. But first I need a new zip because I made the skirt and the zip broke today. I'm picking up one of these, this little kit to do cross stitch. I've always wanted to try cross stitch and it was only £1, but for the star bag I'm using this as like the center color. This is an accent color, and then this sparkly one is like the main kind of other color. Right, so we've hit the technically 3-hour but officially 2-hour mark of walking, except I pissed about in Hobbycraft for quite a bit of time actually. I was only supposed to go in there to have a browse and like a little pep break, but I ended up buying yarn. It's an addiction. Like I said, knitting is one of those things that makes me feel calm, but I'm thinking of transitioning back to crochet for a bit. I'm going to make a bag, and I've got this pattern for this really lovely, intricately detailed poncho. So when the yarn for that arrives, I'm also going to make that. I think I'll do tutorials or like crochet alongs. Would you guys be interested in that? Let me know. I think I've done one before, but it was like kind of like 2 times speed because I was kind of like muddling through it, so I didn't really know what I was doing, but I think I've got a better idea now. Anyway, we're almost at my destination of the city centre. I was going to try and walk back as well, but I've actually got things to do today, so I might just take the bus home. But it's been a nice walk. It hasn't rained, which I was hoping it would, but such is life. When you want the rain, it doesn't come. Back to the kit. The bag fits quite a lot actually, so obviously I've got all my stuff in there from before, so my bottle of water, my jumper, wallet and like bits and pieces, deodorant. But obviously I've just put all my yarn in there and it doesn't feel much different. Like, I feel a little bit of push against my back from the bulbous shape of the yarn, but other than that, just light work no reaction really. It's actually quite nice. But yeah, the boots, again, my toes are aching, but I think that's more so from having not walked this far in months. Like, I used to try and do this walk all the time, but that was when I was like 2 sizes smaller, which I'm trying to get back down to. We're entering commercial zone. I can see the train station from where I am now. Oh my god, so I was watching Jetlag the Game, hide and seek around the UK. It just showed up on my For You page randomly, and I was just watching it because I was like, you know what, each episode is a couple of, like an hour, maybe like 40 minutes to an hour long, and I was like, okay, we've got this. Something to keep me entertained whilst I'm like working from home / if I'm knitting after work. I was like, yeah, this is good. And I was like getting really involved and like invested in this game, and then one of the guys goes, I'm gonna hide in the worst place in England, and immediately I was like, it's gonna be Milton Keynes, isn't it? And there he was at MK Central, and I was like, it's not that bad. It's really not that bad. Also, I feel like it's like, you know, siblings where you kind of get defensive because it's kind of your thing. Like, I can be rude about Milton Keynes, but when other people are rude about Milton Keynes, like, on one hand, some of the things that people say, I'm like, okay, yeah, that's true. But then other times I'm like, mind your own business. We have made it. I'm going to get inside and then I'm going to turn off my watch. Right, I'm back home, and boy, do I have an update. So, the shoes. Let's do a quick review of the shoes. Ultimately, today was kind of about breaking them in, seeing how far I can get in them, and I won't lie, by the time I got to town, I was walking with my feet kind of like not on the pressure points because they were hurting a bit. But I don't know if that's the shoe or if that's me not being out and about much, walking on my feet as usual. I spend more of my day at the office or at home, sat down, working or knitting, or when I'm up and about, it's doing like very like stationary exercises, not really like running or anything like that. So I'm not really putting pressure on my feet. So it could be that because I haven't been up and about that much, the pressure on my feet is like, oh, we're not used to this anymore. But I did do a good long walk. Let me get my stats up from today. Okay, so today it says I've done 120 minutes of exercise, but that's just from when I clicked on my watch start exercise. So outdoor walk was 6.35 kilometers, which was total time of 2 hours and 24. Mind you, I'd already done around an hour of walking to take pictures around my neighborhood. And yeah, average pace was 22,40 kilometers per meter, with my average BPM being 116, which is actually pretty good. Highest elevation gain, so it was like 153 max. I did the steps today. Actually, can I see the steps? I did 14,000 steps today, which if I did that every day, July through September would be my million steps. So I've done well today, but it could be better. So I think maybe I'll just wear the boots out just in general. Like, I think I'm going to start walking to work again, so I might just wear those to walk to work and then put some nice shoes on in the office, just to kind of break them in a bit more. So now that I know that 2 hours, around 2 hours is my max time, like even now I've been sat down, but I can still feel like the waves of like throbbing through my feet from like where it was hurting. But yeah, 2 hours max in the shoes for now, but I'm hoping to build up my tolerance and like my stamina just for hiking in general, because the hikes I want to do are like minimum 4 hours. So if I can't do 4 hours, what's the point? Like, obviously when you're on like a hike you can sit down and like look at the views and have your sandwich, but I want to, if I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it right. The backpack, pretty good. It holds quite a decent amount. Actually, let me go get it. The backpack, it holds a decent amount. This is what it looks like full, and that's like full to the brim because I went shopping, even though today was supposed to be about walking and walking alone. So when I open it, you can kind of see like, so I've got yarn. I ended up getting a different colorway of this one, but got all this yarn, and then this is about how my bag started. So this was all empty, but in here I've got, again, my wallet, the zip I bought, a little cross stitch thing I bought because I want to learn how to cross stitch, so this would be nice. And then I put in my Milkis cup, my jumper, and then like bits and bobs. And then my bottle of water, which I didn't end up drinking from, which I probably should have, but I didn't really have anywhere where I could go pee until I got to the shops, and that was at the end of my journey. So I was like, I'll stick with the hydration I got from my tea, and then if it comes to it, I'll drink from my water. But I didn't want to like risk needing to pee when I was like 40 minutes away from a shop, you know. But yeah, that's everything that was in my bag. I like how it felt. It didn't feel like it was too heavy on my back, so it's a good backpack, even just for like general living. Now on to the jacket. So I quite like the jacket. It didn't rain, so I didn't get to test its water resistance, but the pockets are deep. When I first tried it on, I was like, the pockets are in such a weird place, because when you're wearing it, the pockets are like here, so you go in here, so they're not like down the side where you're used to them being, but they are deep. They run long and wide, as the kids say, pockets run deep. But because it's all like mesh on the inside, like, so here is like a fleecy material, and then here is mesh. Because of the mesh, it's really nice and airy, so you don't really feel claustrophobic. Lip balm. And like, you can fit a lot in here. It does have like zips on the side, so you can vent your armpits to get more air in there if you're feeling a bit sweaty. The jacket is warm, I'll tell you that. When I first started walking, I was like, oh, I'm gonna be a bit chilly. That's why I bought my jumper, which never left my bag. So I was like, I'm gonna be a bit chilly, so I'll bring the jumper in case I get chilly so I can put it on under the jacket. Didn't need it. It was very well insulated but very airy, which I think is a bargain for 40 quid. But yeah, all in all, to answer the question in my last video, is Mountain Warehouse gear worth it? I would say so. But yeah, I'm going to keep working on breaking my feet in, because I really do want to pick up hiking and walking and stuff like that. But like I said, most of my time is spent on my butt like this, so we're going to work up to it. Anyway, let me know how you found this video. Thanks for watching. Thank you for watching this video. Me and my son say goodbye. Make sure you like, comment and subscribe. And if you want to find me anywhere else, just find me on TikTok or Instagram at Newrxmantic with an X instead of an O in romantic. Again, thanks for watching. I hope you have a good day, and bye.